It doesn't matter from which direction you arrive in Tumbarumba, the drive will take your breath away. From the north, through the charming riverside town of Tumut and the rolling green countryside. From the east, via Kosciuszko National Park with its pristine forests of snow gum, and from the south, via idyllic hamlets dotted along the mighty Murray River. Tall, perfectly straight trees frame the isle like a crowd of giant onlookers. 22 kilometres north of Tumbarumba, the Sugar Pine Walk is an isle of cleared pine trees amongst a forestry plantation. It's beautiful. Lured out of our cabin at the Tumbarumba Creek Caravan Park by the fragrant spring air, we headed straight for the Nest Cafe. Undeniably the best coffee in town. It's worth heading over to the Pioneer Women's Hut, where we were told we'd get a vivid picture of the lives of Australian women from bygone times. As we made our introductions to the museum volunteer Anne Thorogood, we quickly learnt the sculpture is of her late father, who founded the Glenroy Heritage Reserve, on which the museum now stands. The jewel in the museum's crown is the quilt collection, where a wonderful assortment of handmade patchwork quilts are laid out upon antique beds. The stories of their maker presented at the foot of the bed. It's really quite touching. The main museum building, built from recycled prison cells from the nearby Manus Correctional Centre, houses a quirky collection of domestic items that tell a tale of pioneer Australian women. From hats made of tussock grass to hand-sewn dresses, the ingenuity of country women is evident everywhere you look. After soaking in all that wonderful colonial history, we were able to deduce one thing: we deserved a glass of wine. So I was off to Kooraburra Wines, 6 kilometres northwest of Tumbarumba, via a very pretty drive through the countryside. Kathy greeted us at the cellar door and welcomed us into a room filled with flowers with incredible views across the vineyard. I couldn't help but imagine whiling away an afternoon here amongst the stunning gardens, grazing casually on produce grown on site by Kathy. We finally tore ourselves away from Kooraburra and made a beeline for a property to the west of Tumbarumba for what we'd heard was going to be quite a treat: the Boggy Creek Show. The 2-hour show is thoroughly entertaining and often funny demonstration of life on the land.
Cattle too, so we're heading out through the scrub. We'll see if it's time fresh.
Tim is a talented animal trainer, and we enjoyed an impressive performance of his working kelpies, horses, ponies, goats, and even pigs. The crew and cast are entertaining and charismatic. The show is well worth checking out. For us, it was the perfect way to end a wonderful day exploring Tumbarumba. It is a wonderful destination, from its low-cost campsites, which are amongst the best I've encountered, to interesting history, wonderful local produce, award-winning wine, and the coffee is as good as your local back home.